A lot of curious things have happened over the course of Season 7 here in Fortnite Battle Royale. We've got planes, we've got mysterious rock people, we've had a new one-time event that completely covered the map with snow and gave us ice zombies. Yay! Altogether though, Season 7 has been wild, and hands down, one of the craziest things that has happened this season is the discovery of the mysterious eggs in the ice castle atop Polar Peak. And these eggs appear to be leading us into Season 8 as they're getting closer and closer to hatching every single day. What's up guys, and welcome back to the Simply Viral channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe with your channel notifications turned on by clicking that bell icon. That way you'll always know when a new video goes live. If you guys are excited to see the eggs finally hatch here in the coming days, make sure to let us know by giving this video a big thumbs up and slapping that like button. Now without further ado, let's jump back into the world of Fortnite Battle Royale and take a look at 8 Fortnite Dragon Theories. As I mentioned, the dragon eggs were first discovered here in Season 7, originally through the game files. A short while after that, and players actually glitched through the ice castle and the iceberg and discovered the physical location of 5 mysterious eggs, which were quickly deemed as dragon eggs thanks to the ominous shadow or silhouette that can be seen on the shell of each individual egg. These eggs also have a heartbeat, which you can actually hear thumping away if you listen closely, meaning any day now these eggs are actually going to hatch. And with that, let's jump into the dragon theories. Number 1. The dragons will be controlled by the kings and queens. As we all know, there appears to be a handful of royal members on the island right now, as Season 7 has brought us the Ice King within the Battle Pass, and most recently in the item shop, the Ice Queen. Seeing as inside of the Ice Castle, which is home to the Ice King, there are 5 seats sat around the grand table on the main floor, there is presumably at least 3 other kings or queens that at one point or another reigned supreme. A lot of rumors has been going around saying that these 5 seats are actually connected with the 5 dragon eggs, and that perhaps one egg or one dragon belongs to each king or queen. So one dragon belongs to the Ice King, one to the Ice Queen, one to the rumored Fire King, so on and so forth. If that is the case, these dragons would essentially be a pet to the kings and queens of Fortnite, but not like the pets that we all have now as backblings. These dragon pets could potentially be a lot more dangerous. Also located in the Ice Castle is the Dungeon Room, which seems to be holding in it a prisoner that is going to be revealed here shortly thanks to the ice melting away. And I don't know about you guys, but typically, if you're keeping someone prisoner, that means you probably do not like them. So who exactly is the Ice King fighting with and imprisoning? Many people are thinking it actually is the Fire King, and once the Fire King breaks out, he's going to gain control of a dragon and start a battle for the ages as we head into Season 8 of Battle Royale. Number 2. The dragons are indicating a Game of Thrones crossover. Game of Thrones is easily one of the most popular shows in television history, and it was recently announced and revealed that the show will be returning for one final season in April of this year. Oddly enough, it just so happens that Game of Thrones is entering its 8th season, obviously as is Fortnite. Now the two are of course major powerhouses in their respective industries, and Fortnite has been known to cross over with some pretty iconic franchises in the past. And seeing as winter has actually come thanks to the iceberg and the ice storm event, and the dragons are now waiting to hatch any day now, I think it's safe to say that just by simply connecting the dots, Game of Thrones and Fortnite might be working on a pretty cool crossover event. Imagine an LTM where we can ride dragons and parade around in a Game of Thrones skin. I'm just saying, John Wick getting an epic victory royale, now that would seriously break the internet. Number 3. The dragons will be rideable. Speaking of riding the dragons, many people are theorizing that once the dragons do end up hatching, they'll actually become a new sort of vehicle per se, and players will actually be able to ride a dragon while in a Battle Royale match. Now this is definitely one of those out there theories, but can you imagine flying over tilted towers on the back of a dragon? That is something that Season 1 Fortnite players never could have imagined. Also, Tilted Towers wasn't around back then, so literally they could not have imagined it. Anyways, if this were to end up becoming a reality and this came to fruition, and dragons ended up being a rideable pet, I'd assume they would essentially be a reskin of the planes. you'd probably be able to control them in the same way that you control an X-Force Stormwing right now, but instead of a turret, you could maybe breathe fire and rain flames onto your enemies below. Riding dragons would definitely be a drastic twist to the gameplay that Fortnite has become known for, but with Epic Games, truly anything is possible. Number 4. The dragons are going to destroy the map. Let's be honest, it really is not a new season of Fortnite if the map isn't being threatened. From rocket launches to cubes to islands taken over by cubes, the Fortnite island has never been a super safe place, and it probably never will be. I mean, it has Killer Rain after all, so how safe can it really get? Anyways, seeing as dragons are notorious for not being friendly and cuddly, a lot of people are speculating that once the dragons hatch, the Fortnite island is going to be in big trouble. I mean, 5 dragons flying around, potentially breathing fire and who knows what else, isn't good anywhere. But on an island full of teleporters, rifts, snowmen, and a handful of other precarious objects, dragons are the last thing that we need if the Fortnite island is going to stay intact. But let's be honest, it is pretty typical that the map changes a decent bit at the start of every new season, and with that, dragons would be a good opportunity to cause some damage and alter the map in a pretty big way. Number 5. The dragons are actually a tease for the Chinese New Year's event. Since the dragons were initially discovered, many people have taken notice of the shape of the shadow that is cast on all of the eggshells. You might notice that the shape of these dragons looks awfully similar to the dragons that are typically associated with Chinese New Year's. And seeing as Fortnite pretty frequently does events and one-off promotions for all sorts of cultures and worldwide holidays, I could definitely see these dragons tying in with Chinese New Year's. Chinese New Year's this year begins on February 5th, which just so happens to be a Tuesday, and most commonly Tuesdays are the days when updates go live in-game. So perhaps come February 5th, we might actually see these dragon eggs hatch just in time to partake in all of the events. Number 6. The dragons are going to melt the snow. The snow has been at the forefront of all of our Season 8 discussions thus far, because, well, to put it bluntly, it is not going to stick around. Sooner or later, that snow is going to go somewhere, we just don't know how it's going to go. So it could be at the hands of natural melting, or dare I say it, global warming, or perhaps some fire-breathing dragons might cause the Fortnite Island's winter wonderland to quickly disappear, because, well, fire-breathing dragons certainly are not going to put up with mounds of snow and ice, let's be real here. Number 7. The dragons aren't actually dragons? Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of Fortnite players have taken notice of the peculiar shape of the shadows or silhouettes on the actual eggs themselves, and some people are actually leaning towards these eggs hatching a creature that is not really a dragon, but instead a serpent. The shadow can be seen really as either, in all honesty, as it's not super detailed, so we've really just been assuming that they're dragon eggs. But when you take a look back at the community's history, we are not really that great at assuming. We assumed the rocket was going to destroy Tilted Towers. It did not. We assumed Kevin the Cube would also destroy Tilted Towers. It also did not. We assumed that planes and zombies would be out of Battle Royale by now. They are not. So if we're going off the track record, we definitely could be wrong in assuming that these eggs are holding dragons inside of them. Number 8. The dragons will destroy the ice castle and fly away. When you think big picture, you have to consider that the ice castle is not going to be a very prominent location after Season 7 ends, because, well, the next Battle Pass is going to focus on another theme, and the Ice King is going to be a thing of the past. And with that, so will his home, potentially. As we've mentioned time and time again in this video, dragons are not notoriously nice or docile, and when they hatch at the bottom of a castle, chances are they're going to cause some damage to the surrounding area, meaning the beginning of the Dragon Age might spell the end for the Ice Castle. And on top of that, what exactly is going to keep these dragons on the Fortnite Island? I mean, they're presumably going to have wings and the ability to fly, and if I could fly and I was on the Fortnite Island, I'd be leaving ASAP to go and check out that massive mountain that's always in the background. I'm just saying. And with saying that, those are 8 Fortnite Dragon Theories. But keep in mind, they are just theories. Game theories! I've always wanted to say that, but it sounded way better in my mind. Let us know down in the comments below what theory you think is most realistic. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and drop a like on it, as it would be much appreciated. And if you guys are brand new here to the Simply Viral channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on. That way you'll never miss another upload. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy. Have some rest of your day. Catch you guys on the Buisness. Peace out.